What's up? Travis here. Hey, listen, if you're like me and you play in a band that plays some Dead songs, or maybe you play in a band that plays all Dead, you got to have an envelope filter. So the one that everybody's been using is the Qtron, the Electro-Harmonix Qtron. Well, they have 3 of them. So a lot of you guys are like me. It's like, hey, which one do I need? Which one do I use? Hey, which one's better? Do they all have the same circuit in them? I looked around, I couldn't find anything. So I decided I had the Qtron Plus. I've had it for 2 years. I love it. But it has it's not a 9-volt power supply. It's like a 19 or a 20 volt or something crazy like that. So it takes its own wall wart. And I just got a pedal layout where I've got a bunch of, things feeding off of a 9-volt wall wart, just like everybody does, or almost everybody does. So I thought, well, geez, the little one runs on the 9-volt. Maybe I want that. It's smaller, takes up less room on the board, uses a regular power supply. I don't have that separate, unsightly wall wart, So I got them both, and I'm going to try them out, and you guys can see which one's better. I thought they were the same circuit. I don't think they're the same circuit. I can't get them to sound the same. They definitely have differences. So listen to the differences, and then I'll tell you what I think is the winner. Okay, so here is the Qtron Plus. So first thing you'll notice, we got a bunch of knobs. There's a ton of knobs. You don't need all these things. So the first thing that I just leave all the time is I leave the sweep knob up. If you use that, turn that down there. I don't know, it sounds bad to me. So I leave that up. I leave that on low pass. There's band pass, high pass. I just leave low pass. Low pass to me sounds the best. I mean, band pass sounds tinny. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for low pass. So I leave that there. Response is fast. Don't even bother with the slow. Range. Let's try high. High sounds horrible. Low. That's what we're looking for, low. So basically everything to the left of here, I don't even touch it. The only thing you worry about is peak, gain, and boost, which I almost always leave off. So depending on the pickups, if they're hot, you may need to turn the peak down a little bit. But I like the gain up around 12 o'clock. So it's still peaking a little bit, and I do like that. This light, the overload light, really tells you where the sweet spot is. I want to hit it maybe once a phrase. So I'll back a little bit off peak. I'll leave gain where it is, and then I leave boost off. But if you want to put boost on, it almost always drives it too far and clips. So this is how I like to run my Electro-Harmonix Qtron Plus. Now let's go over to the Qtron Nano. So this little guy, I think they call it the Nano. It's cheaper. It's like I said, it's about 106 or 108 bucks. And it's got a volume knob, which is great. Okay, drive knob, the Q knob. You can barely see it. I don't even know what the Q does. And then the mode, again, low pass, you're always going to leave it on there. So the first thing you notice, there's no overload knob. So I don't really know. Am I driving it too much? Does the volume affect it? You know, does drive affect it? And maybe Q is like the depth of the wah. Sounds a little bit tinny when I'm playing chords. So maybe I move that back, the Q knob. Maybe that's about 12 o'clock. That sounds good. So that's the Qtron. I think this is the Nano. Runs on a 9-volt power supply. So basically you can see the bummer on the Electro-Harmonix Qtron Plus, 24-volt power supply. Right there, that first wall wart, whereas I'm using the 5-spot to power everything else on the board. That's a 9-volt power supply that can power 5 or 8 pedals depending on your configuration. So that's what I got on the 2 pedals. So the bottom line for me, guys, Qtron Plus sounds better. My board is messy anyway, so I don't mind having an extra wall wart to get a better sound. The Qtron Plus mostly sells for around 180, 185. The Qtron Nano is cheaper. It's like 105, 106, 108. Somewhere in that range, most of the retailers. I'm not getting paid by anybody. I'm just telling you what sounds better to me. And I think it's the Qtron Plus. Have a good one, guys.